gravação.
You stand at the precipice.
Todos sejam muito bem-vindos e bem-vindas. Aqui quem vos fala, Roxferyon. Vamos começar com The Witcher Wild Hunt. E eu vou botar aqui meu retorno pra colocar aqui. Eu adoro quando começa com um comercial ótimo. Me sinto revigorado.
Our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction, the trolls, the corpse eaters, the werewolves, did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches. Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery, their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sent to fight monsters, though they could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes.
Tá legalzinho, mas vamos pra frente que o bom técnico do jogo, né? Bom, é isso. Vamos lá. Vamos retornar.
The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, and sent her on her way to Novigrad.
Ainda tem muita missão para fazer ainda. E a proposta é terminar o jogo antes do fim do ano. E temos aí pelo menos... Já estamos entrando em novembro, né? O tempo tá curto. Vamos lá. Missões. Tem um poeta sob pressão, que é 13. Tem alguma outra 13? Tem uma 14, eu não quero. Alguma outra? Pelo visto 13 não. Mas temos um aqui que é corrida. Fale com o Lotar. Isso fica onde? Deixa eu mudar aqui uma coisa. Pronto. De repente melhora, né? Pronto. Uma corrida aqui perto. Menos mal. Vai ser rápido então. Aqui perto, bora logo. Justo.
Harmony between jockey and steed. You'd think them a pair of old lovers. Synergy reigns between them.
Vamos salvar. Opa.
Captured.
Wondering if I could take part in the races.
If you've coined for the rider's fee and a steed of your own, why not? Decide quickly, please. There's a race about to begin.
These races. Tell me about them.
They're run as per Erasmus Vegelbud's dying wish. He came into his fortune by gambling and remained proud of the fact to the end.
Family doesn't mind having a racetrack right by their house?
That the house, his fortune, would not even be theirs had they not fulfilled Lord Erasmus's wish. He made it a condition.
Any special rules for the races?
They're as simple as Lord Erasmus was. 2 competitors, simultaneous start, First to complete a lap around the track wins.
Bem simples, bora.
I want a race.
Grand. Your name and the name of your steed.
Geralt of Rivia on Roach.
Excellent. Your opponent, let me see. Seamus Holt astride Athos.
Competitors, saddle up! On 3! 1, 2, 3! Off you go!
Lembrando que tem que passar pelos pontos de checagem. Às vezes só de sacanagem eles deixam a pista confusa. É só de sacanagem mesmo. Então, quanto melhor for a sela do seu cavalo, ele ter mais vigor, né? Melhor pra corrida. Claro que muitas vezes é interessante você bloquear a passagem do oponente.
That's it, Roach.
Para ele não ter como passar de você.
Hear ye, hear ye! The final of the Erasmus Vegelbud Memorial Derby is over! The
Not so
winner
fast, Roach.
is Geralt of Rivia, riding Roach! Glory to the victor!
Então, ganhei, não toquei.
Not bad, yet we shouldn't kid ourselves. The competition was hardly stiff. Shall I sign you up for another?
Deixa eu ver aqui se eu ganho uma cela melhor. E aqui. Ganhei essa. 50 de vigor, mesmo eu tenho 55, pô. Sai daí. Sai daí, meu.
Another race. Will you ride?
Bora.
Like to race again.
Excellent.
Bom, dessa vez eu acho que vou ter que usar...
Competitors, saddle up! On 3! 1, 2, 3! Off you go!
Sobre esse tipo de coisa que eu tô falando, saber impedir o oponente, recuperar o fôlego do cavalo. Aí eu bloquear a passagem do oponente, você ganha a frente, recupera fôlego. E segue.
Not so fast, Roach.
Hear ye, hear ye! The final of the Erasmus Vegelbud Memorial Derby is over! The winner is Geralt of Rivia, riding
Slower.
Roach! Glory to the victor!
Tá ficando mais compridas as corridas.
Bravo! Congratulations, you won in style. Shall I sign you up for another?
Inventário, que foi que eu ganhei. Capacidade de alforje. Deixa eu essa porra. Não sei o que é. Vambora, né? Bom, já salvou, só...
Another race. Will you ride?
Bora.
Want to try again?
Gained an appetite, have we? Your opponent this time, Luke Vegelbud, young Lord Albert's cousin, atop succubus. He's the black sheep of the family, but he's not lost a race yet, so he's seen as something of a local champion.
Competitors, saddle up! On 3! 1, 2, 3! Off you go!
Um começo difícil. Mas ainda assim, na frente.
Run, Roach.
Essa vez foi eu, hein? Tem que ganhar fôlego.
Hey there.
Nossa, como, né? Parece que é surpreendido.
Hey ya. That's it, Roach. Whoa!
É só porque eu perdi a frente. Essa foi vacilo, né? Deixa eu carregar logo o outro jogo. Como é que é o tempo aqui, hein? Deixa eu ver isso.
Wounded and tired, Siri
Tive
collapsed.
esse ponto de checar, isso é pra mim no
Some
começo da
peasants
corrida.
found her and took her to the Baron, Valen's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
Bravo! Congratulations. Shall I sign you up for another?
Dá pra mais itens. Tá. Deixa eu ver se tem algum que tenha mais vigor. É, velho, tem não.
Another race.
Want to try?
He's the...
Competitors, saddle up! On 3! 1, 2, 3! Off you go!
Hey ya.
Começa ganhando, cara, né?
Not so fast, Roach.
Porra. Atrapalhando, né? Corre, recuperou. O cara sumiu, né? Agora que eu vou recuperar o fôlego todo.
Hear ye! The final of the Erasmus Vegelbud Memorial Derby is over! The winner is Geralt of Rivia, riding Roach! Glory to the victor! Fantastic race! Congratulations! A grand victory!
Com certeza você tenta divulgar melhor.
Displayed in the slideshow of the circus.
Como você atualiza?
It could be quite profitable.
Geralt of Rivia. Got it right.
What do you want?
To express my admiration on account of your victory. And here, brought you an invitation from the boss. He'd like to congratulate you personally. Farewell.
Tá errado. Bruxo ouviu falar da sua vitória na corrida dos Vegelbud. Tanto talento não deve ser desperdiçado, na verdade. Precisa ser desenvolvido e para garantir que ele se desenvolva precisa ser recompensado de acordo. Se estiver interessado em desenvolvimento da recompensa, visite o meu quartel-general centro, Paris. Falar com o Pitel sobre a tática. Que level seria isso? Deixa eu ver. Opa. Mapa. Aqui. É perto? Vamos embora.
Thanks for the invite.
Congratulations. Quite the winner, the Vegelbuds. Luke's one hell of a prick, but I don't recall him ever losing before. And seeing as you outran him, you actually stand a chance at Paleo. Make some real coin.
Paleo? Never heard of it.
Fuck me, what a peasant. The Paleo's a race held at night in the city streets. Used to be every district sponsored a competitor. Things are different now. You're gonna race jockeys put forward by Bedlam and Reuven, but my coin's on you.
Legal, bora.
Fine, I'll race.
Lovely. Colour me thrilled. Just don't bloody let me down, because I'm about to bet a small fortune on you. Go prepare. Drink some chamomile or whatever the fuck you do.
The palio is above all a race of honour. The winner doesn't just win a reward, he earns our respect as well. So, take your positions and get the fuck going.
Come on, Roach.
Que legal, ali tá permitindo. O aqui não tá perdendo fôlego. Agora vai, né? É muito legal essa sua parte, Léo. Vou tentar se batendo.
Great fuck. Could have whittled myself a jockey out of birch, stayed in with Pierce, and he would have done better than you.
Shit happens.
Oh, you sure fucking do. That's business. Sometimes you kick the cow, sometimes it kicks you.
Temple Guard! Scatter!
I'm fucking done here. Stay out my way for a while.
Não entendi, eu não saí da porra do lugar.
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to
corri, eu não
Tilly,
consegui correr
an
porque alguma coisa
Oneromancer
travou
and
ali
an
no chão.
expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In
Espero
it,
que vocês tenham
Ciri and I,
percebido
the
que eu não
bard
consegui correr com
Dandelion,
ele.
were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
The palio is above all a race of honour. The winner doesn't just win a reward, he earns our respect as well. So, take your positions and get the fuck going.
Agora sim. Agora sim tem um ponto de checagem, olha isso. Caralho, velho. Não dá pra enxergar esses pontinhos. Porcaria do GPS me atrapalhou, velho. Caralho, cara, como é difícil. Agora você tem fôlego, cara. Vai, 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 vai.
Beaver had a good oath recruiting you. Congratulations.
Give us a kiss, Geralt. No? Then I'll smooch that roach of yours. That were lovely.
And my pay?
Take it, you cheeky bastard. Never met a man who earned his coin fairer than you did today.
Temple guard! Scatter!
We gotta get the fuck out of here. Thanks, Geralt.
Posso bater em você. Esse povo. Vamos lá, 13. Não é perto daqui não? Mais ou menos, né?
Welcome to the Seven Cats, the luckiest tavern in town. They even say the hangovers are...
What's on?
Carta. Isca. Quero. Salve.
So long.
Agora sim, cadê ela?
Welcome to the Seven... They even say the...
How about a few?
I'll slide off my saddle.
Espião lá. Não pode. Tá boa a mão, hein? Tá boa a mão. Também tá bom. Ah, safado. Curti. Como é que é o efeito dessa aqui, hein? Destrói unidades de combate corporal mais fortes do inimigo. Se a força combinada de todas as suas unidades de combate corporal for 10 ou mais. Legal. Muito boa mesmo. Já foi 16. Eles botam carta herói assim. Em todo caso, eu tô ganhando, né? Também não tá brincando, não, né? Cara, eu tô ganhando com... Dessa vez eu queria ter a carta isca. que maldito, velho. Não tem ataque corporal lá, né? Ele tem como ganhar? Talvez. Talvez não. Deixa eu ver. Vamos ver se ele tem. Ele ainda pode puxar mais cartas, né? Usando aquele espião que ele me roubou. Bom, resolveu esse cara. Ainda jogou espião. Ele fez o que eu queria. Quer me dar um espião. Vou jogar esse aqui. Ainda tenho mais um espião. Que ótimo. Bora. Já passou com uma carta. Ó, já passei. Eu já passei. Eu usei minhas cartas todas.
The devil walked a crooked path, his heart a full of ire. No soul would let him coin for drink, no wench would quench it.
Olha aqui perto, bora. Não foi? Um negócio de cela aqui, o que é esse aqui? 20, ao mesmo tempo, já tem. Ó, você vai pela porra do GPS, vai tentar ali, ó. Fazer o que aí? Escondido aqui, então não vou.
Seems everything's ready.
Aye. Soon as we catch sight of them, we'll block the road against the whole unit if need be. And you know, I think it's a great plan all round, and I'm always glad to help. And it's not like I'm not eager to crack some holier-than-thou bugger skulls, but seeing as we've got a Doppler, wouldn't it have been easier to have him release Dandelion and be done with it?
Seria suspeito.
Too suspicious. Think about it. Menga disappears, then shows up with a scar on his face to release Dandelion.
I suppose you're right.
Priscilla, what are you doing here?
Some child brought a note from Dudu. The convoy will leave at dawn. May I stay with you? I can't stand it. Sitting at home, worrying about Dandelion.
Never fear, my dear. You'll get your warbler back. Just hope he's got his... Damn it!
What's the rhymes in the presence of a lady?
Go back to town.
Please, I shan't be any trouble.
Oh, come on, Geralt. Leave it go. Let her stay. Look at her, all weepy-eyed, like my mutsy with his guts knotted up.
This is no place for her. Something happens, I don't want to have to explain to Dandelion why she was here to begin with.
Need I remind you that you're here to rescue Dandelion, not me? Seems I can take care of myself.
Fine. But remember...
I know. As soon as the fighting starts, I'm to stand at a distance.
Not much happening just yet, and there may be some time before it does.
Well, how about a game of Gwent?
Bora.
Sure, let's play.
Se eu soubesse eu tinha gravado antes, velho. Não sei que carta que ela usa. Não faço ideia de que carta que ela usa. Vou matar isso pra ela. Não sei que carta que ela usa, velho. Eu nem tenho unidade de ataque de proteção. Vai ser mais ataques. Melhor colocar mais umas cartas frente de combate. Caralho. Passou já. Eu só precisava de uma carta para ganhar. Eu podia ter usado o Venom Roach, né? Assim. Don't worry. Pode bater a minha. Mas é boa essa carta aí. Não sei se tá ganhando. Bem de boa mesmo. Vai dar herói. Não sei exatamente o que ela faz. Curioso. Nice. Mas sabe, você esqueceu que tem carta, sabe? Você também tem. Passou. Deixa eu ver se eu consigo te mostrar o que eu posso fazer. Tem isso. Aqui não mudou nada. isso aí, eu faço isso aqui. Pronto, eu já usei isso, mas só pela brincadeira. Só pra você não perceber que eu tenho poderes místicos.
This was a stupid idea.
You're the one who wanted to play.
They're coming! They're coming now!
Priscilla, stay here.
Os caras tudo se parece.
Help!
Dandelion. Damn it.
Geralt, go after him. Leave these here to us.
Watch it! 3 more shits out the hole!
Shit. Lost him. Gotta look for tracks. Ugly bastard. Rode through here. Come on.
Caindo a pé. Que bela maneira.
Prints are deep. Horse was carrying a heavy load.
Tem que ficar correndo a pé, porque no road não dá pra enxergar. Pelo menos não consegui, né? É difícil imaginar que ele tá andando pela trilha. Como assim? Safado, velho. Tentou desviar.
Winds howling.
Ah, foda-se que tá sibilando. Ah, tá ali.
Hoofprints.
Why don't you all just get off my back?
Anyone ride through here? 2 men. One slung over the saddle like a sack.
Oh, aye, something of the kind dashed by. Turned left there. But 'twere a wench you were carrying, swear it on me head, squealing and wailing so.
É o Dandelion.
like it might have started limping.
Even Big Willie's not that daft. By the way, how'd you get that nickname? I mean, he's even short for... Hey! You! What the hell's afoot?
What is it?
You tell me! One of them hunters barged into our hut, turned us out before we could so much as fart in protest.
There another man with him? Tall, dark-haired?
Aye, jabbering the whole time.
Dandelion. So, Hunter's barricaded himself inside? There another way in?
Truth be told, there is.
Where's this other way in?
Aren't you curious? It's an ordinary tunnel, back way out in case of trouble. We don't let strangers in there. Show it to them even, and there's... Shut it!
Want to get rid of this hunter or not?
Honest? We'd see you all gone. But he'll do for a start. Here, the key. Cellar door in the back.
Thanks.
Sit there. There, I said, and shut it.
All right. But what then? How long do you think you've been speaking of? Quiet. Don't worry about me. I'll be quiet.
And how can I be sure that you won't try anything?
I'll go with you. Not like I really have a choice now, do I?
And there'll be no trickery along the way. I could wring your neck like a fat hen, you realise?
Yes, but I also realize you won't. My corpse is worth nothing to you, whereas alive, like I said, 100 gold ingots. 100 gold ingots. No more, no less. Or I'm not Julian Alfred Pancras Viscount de Lettenhove.
Viscount? Come on. Everybody calls you Dandelion.
That, my friend, is what we call an assumed identity. Can't expect me to reveal my full title to every goitered idiot I run across. Now, if you could just unbind... You've made a wise choice. Very wise. Might not be more than a sergeant today, but tomorrow...
Quiet! What rehearsing?
What? No, you see, me and Dags, we don't...
Die, damn it!
Come on, Vou ver se tem mais coisa aqui antes, tá? Calma aí. Tem coisas importantes por aqui. Tá.
Geralt, must you ruin everything? I had him just where I wanted him. It is good to see you, friend. Been a while since you were last in Novigrad. What's...
Come on, we'll talk outside.
Priscilla! What are you doing here?
You alright? You had me worried sick.
Dandelion, you rascal! Got this lass to thank for his racing after yous. She chivied and chivied.
Shame you arrived too late to see us hoodwink that hunter. I had a plan all set, but then Geralt...
Dandelion, I need to ask you something. It's important, so focus. Where's Ciri?
Ciri? I thought, seeing how you're here, you haven't seen her? Well, I don't know where she is.
I know you tried to help her. Gotta say, I'm having trouble understanding why you went to Whoreson Jr. of all people.
No one else came to mind. Maybe, given more time, I'd have done things differently, but Ciri said the Wild Hunt was on her tail. Whoreson seemed pretty harmless by comparison.
Something went wrong.
So you've heard everything. I hope you're not mad. You can't be. My plan was perfect. Until we put it in motion. How was I supposed to know Menge was after Dudu?
Heard enough about your plan. Need to know what happened to Ciri now. When'd you last see her?
We were on Temple Isle, running from Whoreson's men.
Grab the bitch! You pay for this? Fucking come on! That's it, you're in, mate!
Vamos recuperar ele, Ciri. Toda tem mais lá embaixo. Que legal. Vai de cavalo. Você, filho, pula. Você vai botar na vamos lá.
Come on, you cunt!
Leave your horse! We have to! We're almost there!
That's it, you're in, mate!
Não sei como é que ela perde tanta HP, velho. Nem pega não as pancadas.
They're headed for the square. After them.
Oops.
Guards! Guards!
Dandelion!
Ciri!
just that man!
Ah, what an adventure. One minute we were pulling off the heist of the century, the next we were prey. A pack of hunters on our tail.
Yeah, a splendid story, but I think I've had my fill of this boasting. Come, Zoltan. We must convince the halflings they saw nothing at all.
Gave me enough material for a volume of ballads. And this one will sell like hotcakes.
That all you care about? The ballads this'll inspire? Egos swell a bit lately? Getting more and more selfish with age.
What is that about?
It's about Ciri.
Why would I ever worry about her? You have any idea how she fights? The girl can take care of herself, believe me. Anyway, she's got to come back for that little box. The trinket that started it all.
Mean this?
You get it from Whoreson? Whoa, Ciri'll be overjoyed. Whoreson, on the other hand's got to be pretty furious.
Whoreson's dead.
Ooh, guess you're no stranger to fury either. Well, I can't say I regret the man's abrupt passing. Deserved it as much as he deserved that awkward nickname. What about our old friend Siggy Reuven? Been to see him yet?
He's fine.
Oh, that's too bad. Because there's a good chance he's furious with me.
Ciri ever tell you what this is? And Whoreson, why'd she go to him with it?
She went to Whoreson because I took her there.
Could have guessed that was your idea.
What? Her magic bauble was broken. Whoreson had access to the mages who could fix it. Besides, she needed help deciphering a curse. Its incantation.
What was Ciri's interest in this curse? Did she want to cast it or lift it? She tell you?
She wasn't all that willing to talk about it. I didn't want to pry.
The one time when it might have been useful.
But I'm almost positive she meant to lift it.
Off who? What? Or was it about her directly?
No. I don't think so. I mean, she didn't look cursed. But boy, was she in a hurry.
Know any more about the curse? Something specific, a detail, anything?
Well, I know the words.
You're kidding.
No, they were Elven. Ciri was constantly repeating them to herself. Probably not to forget. Went like this. Vafile Elaine, Kiadmil Foli. Gladev Dorn Ep Tenaid, Bundro Isne Iakas.
Doesn't mean a thing to me.
Even less to me.
Damn it, that's just not enough. Ciri say anything else?
Didn't say much at all, to be honest. Geralt, she's no longer that little girl who ran around Kaer Morhen. Sure, she's still impulsive, alive, but she's also stubborn and sulky. Apple didn't fall far from the tree, let me tell you.
Right. She slipped away again. I was so close.
She came here from Velen. Somebody there helped her, apparently. Maybe she went back.
Doubt it. Talked to the Baron there. He's the one helped Ciri. Said she rode off to Novigrad to look for Yen and me. And Yen's in Skellige, looking into traces she thinks Ciri left behind there.
So... Skellige?
Skellige.
You two have chatted enough. Now it's my turn to talk to Dandelion.
And I'll gladly have a go at him when you're done. Let's get back to the Rosemary in time.
Well, I've certainly had my share of excitement for one day. A juicy roast in a soft bed with fluffy pillows. I think that's the least I'm owed. We haven't seen each other, talked in ages. Consider dropping by if you're in the area.
I'm sure to be by sometime soon.
I'll hold you to that, Geralt. See you soon. And thanks again for today.
Deve ser invocado andar de cavalo de lado. Blood and Wine. Parabéns, agora você pode iniciar sua aventura na expansão Blood and Wine. Sua missão atual foi alterada para a primeira missão da expansão Blood and Wine, entretanto, nós recomendamos iniciar apenas se o seu nível de personagem for pelo menos 74. Divirta-se, boa sorte no caminho. Legal.
Come on. We are grateful. We wanted to demonstrate that. So, we got this wee gift for you.
Portrait of the Hierarch. Nice.
It's nothing really. Got oodles of them. Just, if you wouldn't mind not mentioning where you got it. All right?
All right. Farewell.
Ai. Saiu já? Que legal. Tá, vamos lá. Tem missões. Tem um no Rastro da Síria e tem um 16 que é em Skelly. Mas não vamos fazer essa agora. Vamos pegar... A 13 já foi. Temos 14... 15... E 18. Tá, vamos fazer as 14. As 14 são aqui. Novigrad. Encontre-se com Triss. Agora nunca. Desde quando a Triss é Novigrad? Caralho, tem um aqui. Será que dá pra ir correndo? Acho que dá, hein? Cadê o cavalo? Deixa eu botar lá uma... É longe pra cacete, mas não custa nada, né?
Hey there. Whoa there, Roach.
Rapidinho andar aqui. Segue, só segue. Chato. Cavalo perigoso, velho. Querido povo, meu aprendiz quer desaparecer sem deixar rastros, estou terrivelmente preocupado com ele. Então quem achar e trazê-lo de volta receberá uma soma considerável de couros de Novigrad. Se estiver interessado, venha até minha cabana nos arredores de Roxferyon. Caso se perca no caminho, pergunte a qualquer camponês onde fica o herbalista local de sua oficina. Poderá orientá-lo. Vamos primeiro ver se é alguma... 14. Cabaré. Ó, tem uma cabaré aqui. Pô, deve ser legal. Não, vamos continuar com essa da Triss. Mas tem uns... Tem uns negocinhos aqui, né? Tem uns pontinhos de interrogação. Quando é que eu vou vir pra cá de novo? Só não sabe. Então, antes de fazer essas, vamos lá olhar esses negócios. Sou curioso, né? Acho que melhor tá por aqui. Isso, tá bom? Assim. Aqui. Passa aí. Aqui já vale chamar o cavalo. Não? Eram crianças?
As he swears to adore you, gold, silver, jewels, he lays riches before you.
Slow now.
Ah, não. Entendi, acampamento de bandidos. 33. Vamos embora. Qual o próximo ponto? Isso aqui. Tá de boa.
Slow now. Whoa.
Diário coberto de sangue. Muito danificado, somente a última página escalejada. A minha jornada em nome da Glória do Fogo levou-me em seguida a Brannish, vilarejo cercado lá. E vejam só que as chamas sagradas da glória iluminaram para mim. Então, pois um coletivo de pagãos ferrenhos tão perdidos para o pecado que não levantavam o dedo perto da glória do fogo. Tomado pela fé divina ou desprevenido, porque sua capela encontra-se em sala toda decorada, porque seu cemitério encontra-se coberto de mato. E qual foi a resposta? Fantasmas, maldições atreladas ao solo sagrado. Eles culpam o esposo magistrado, dizem que é a enlouqueceu com a riqueza e, fragmento medível, que desde que aquela tragédia a capela foi abandonada às ruínas, sem ninguém que ousasse impressionar a tarefa de milhares. As pobres ovelhas perdidas de volta o caminho da verdade para longe dessas baboseiras nas quais a cruz então cabe a mim. Pretendo entrar lá, capela só, armada apenas com a própria fogo terra, para guiar o meu caminho do lado escuro. Foi uma ótima decisão. Eu vou iniciar.
Storm, damn it.
Deixa eu ver só qual é essa missão aqui. Capela Maldição, ela leva 36. Claro, lógico. Por que não? Volta pra Trace. Cadê Trace? Trace. Acho que aqui, agora ou nunca, né? Deixa eu só fazer uma pequena pausa. Volto já. Vamos lá, pessoal. Muito boa noite. Sejam todos muito bem-vindos. Eu estou iniciando um pouquinho tarde, né? Mas, pelo menos estou começando já alguma coisa. The Witcher. Ali tá dizendo pra ir pra Skellig. Acho que eu não vou pra lá agora não. 16 só. Ainda tenho muita quest. 14. Execração. Bom, então vamos fazer as level 14, que é em Novigrad. Esse aqui, encontre Dandelion no Alecrim. Ele tem um plano letal. Tá, eu quero jogar com o Dandelion, de repente dá certo aqui. Vamos pra cá. Onde é que ele tá? Então bora. Aqui carrega rápido.
Wonderful.
What do you see?
Human hunters. Well, another freak.
O que eu tô fazendo aqui?
How are things, Dudu?
So, I suppose. Might have been days in the past when I'd have said, wonderful. But I can't complain. I'm in one piece. Not bound to a stake atop a pyre.
Verdade.
Dudu, tell me. The halfling Biberveld goes from being a prosperous merchant to being a pauper. How?
Prefer the long version or the short?
Short, please.
The war.
I was under the impression merchants grow fat on wars.
Some do, but I've a serious personality flaw. I'm honest. I could not reap profits from the suffering of others. I paid taxes. I never cooked my books. And then a ship full of my goods sank. I pulled through somehow, but then a second fell prey to Skelligan raiders, rendering me insolvent. When inflation hit and interest rates rose, I, at long last, fell.
Verdade.
Gotta admit, your Menga, it's a brilliant impersonation.
Don't remind me. I'm rather disgusted.
Come on, he wasn't all out terrible.
You understand nothing. A Doppler assumes more than a man's external appearance. I've learnt what a scoundrel had knocking about in his head. Once I became him, not an hour passed before I felt the urge to break a sorceress's fingers. After two, I caught myself lusting to impale someone, and immediately after that, it hit me. The paranoid fear of a Doppler conspiracy.
Caralho.
Ever considered leaving? Forgetting Novigrad altogether?
What for? To pass from the frying pan into the fire? The war's not yet crept here. Famine's not kicked at our door. Not that the future's looking rosy.
But you don't have to be human. Maybe you could try something else.
I've assumed many forms over the years, and in spite of all, life as a human has proven most interesting. After all, you humans rule the world.
Take care of yourself, Dudu.
Oh, those bigots haven't the cunning to strip me of this mask.
Dá pra entrar por aqui.
Black ones, Redanians.
Got about it.
Long as they play.
watered down wine.
Hey!
Something
you
unusual.
can't control what I inherit.
But you can control what you do with it.
I know, which is exactly why I'm considering.
The last individual who tried to come in on my business, it took them a month to find him. Am I being clear, Chive?
What's the fuss about? Can you not treat me as a bit of healthy competition?
Why are you even talking to him, Duke? I've always maintained 2 smashed knees are worth 1,000 words.
Oh, get out! Glad you came.
There a problem?
A problem? There's some kind of problem here, gents. No. Just wanted you to meet my new pals before they bugger the fuck off. Because we're just parting, right?
We'll have our reckoning yet, Chive. Soon.
What's this? Some flea-ridden mutant got you scared, Duke? Just say the word. I'll take care of him. take a peek at what he's got inside, then make the midget eat it. Sound good?
Next time, Earl. Let's go.
Right, and don't show your hides round here ever again. Well, that puts me up to the neck in fucking shite without a shovel.
Shady, those guys. Who were they?
Puffed up fish bladders, Duke. Word does he's out to be the new horse son junior, but the bugger's missing a hell of a lot. Specifically coin, influence, men and class.
And the other?
Earl. A scumjug like few others. Skin of my arse twitches at the sight of him. Back in Mahakam, we'd send sow buggers like that down the coalface with a bundle of powder and a leaky lamp.
What's this all about? Doing business with them?
Exactly the ploughing opposite. You see, Geralt, old pal...
About to ask me for help, aren't you?
The thing is, I sort of kind of owe a wee sum to a mutual acquaintance, Francis Bedlam, the king of beggars. To pay off the debt, I've made up my mind to get serious about Gwent.
Getting better by the minute.
Not the playing of it, mind you, but the cards themselves. Rarest of them fetch princely sums these days. Sadly, that's not exactly arcane knowledge. Got a buyer in heat for my collection, missing just 3 cards. But Duke's dregs are all over my arse, so... What do you say, Geralt?
Fine. We'll try to hunt down those cards. Which ones you need?
Fringilla, Vigo, Isengrim, and John Natalis. Devilish hard to get hold of. Duke's been trying too, hasn't had any luck.
Wait, you don't even know where to look for these cards?
Nah, it's not as bad as that. I'm betting Zed's got them. He quit fencing recently, only deals in cards now. Unfortunately, the arsewite won't talk to me. Not after I bought a one-of-a-kind Scoia'tael card out from under his nose. Would you mind going to see him?
Zed. Sounds familiar.
Big fish in the card pond. There's a shop along the south wall. And thank you, Geralt. I actually think I stand to pay off this debt now.
No problem. See you later, Zoltan.
Cheated me! Band of thieves!
What was that about?
She spat in my face. Or might as well have. Called me a whoremonger and a witless hack. Can you imagine? Wit is my forte.
Gotta say, Priscilla's really growing on me.
Save it.
And why don't you save your pouting? Prove to her she's wrong.
Exactly what I plan to do. I've always dreamed of having my own cabaret. A bit of paint and plaster, and this place will do splendidly. Just one hitch. I need coin. So, if you happen to get a break between drowners and ecamajigs, maybe you can help an old friend out.
Ok. E por que cabaré?
Where'd you get this cabaret idea?
It's been a dream for years. Ever since we went to see one in Oxenford. Remember? The dancer hanging from the chandelier? And once she was completely downside up, she called you over and...
I remember.
How could you forget? And this place will be even better, I promise. That is, of course, if I can scrounge together the funds for some remodeling.
Maybe the Vivaldis would give you a loan. I'd vouch for you.
Funny you mention that. I went to see Vivaldi. Know what he said? Witchers are no good as guarantors. The risk of premature death is way too high. But I have another idea. I dated this girl once, Sophronia. That's a name if you can believe it. Has a merchant for a father, importer of spices from Zerrikania. And Daddy Dear would never refuse his daughter Dear a thing. We can borrow the coin from her.
Sophronia, velho. Que nome é esse?
Name rings a bell. Isn't this the woman you abandoned without saying a word? Stepped out for a bottle of wine, never to return?
I bought that wine for a reason.
Long time ago, that.
Been away a while, sure. Which is why I need to draw on your authority. You've got some, you know. No matter what you might think.
Fine. Tell me what you want. Got a feeling you've a plan all cooked up.
Sophronia could still be holding a grudge after our unfortunate parting. But with a touch of help from you, I know she'll forgive me. And then give me that loan.
What's this help entail?
First of all, we need to borrow a dull sword from Madame Irina. One of her props. You know, the kind they use during performances? Get that, then meet me outside Sophronia's house.
Let's say I agree and go see Madame Irina. What'll you be doing in the meantime?
Something I have to finish. But I promise I'll do it before you come back with the sword. Then I'll tell you the rest.
Fine, but...
Geralt, the only butts in this plan will be the ones filling my seats. It'll work, you'll see. Get the sword from Madame Irina and meet me outside Sophronia's at sunset.
Deixa eu dar uma olhada nas missões de novo. Cabré 14, um plano letal 14, um jogo perigoso é 12. Eu já fazer essa, né? É 12? Bem antes. Caramba, tem muitas, hein?
Giving me nothing but
What's he schemed up this time?
Bubble shows.
Our world will burn! Burn in the eternal fire!
Telling you for the last time.
Go away! No loitering round here!
We two children, Helena!
my aunt says I talk too much.
Oh, they love their mother as well.
Locked. But it looks like Zed's inside, and in hot water. Gotta find another way in.
Sick of it all.
Got this cracking in my spine.
Ow!
Kill your daughter in a day.
Damn it, I don't know.
Oh!
Washed your hair lately?
Oh! The butcher of Blaviken.
Eu acho assim por hoje.
If I see a man's busy, I just sod off. Let me live.
Must be Zed.
tempo dele morrer. Pô, que vacilo, hein, Gab?
Find it?
No.
Duke will be peeved we didn't get his head to spill where he keeps the ledger.
I tried, didn't I?
Might have pressed him too hard. Shit. Well, at least we got the Isengrim card.
Greetings.
Come on, Ringo. Time to shine. Get him!
Na cabeça foi.
Pathetic.
Isengrim foil Tiana from the Scoia'tael deck. Wonder how much this card's worth. Ledger might be worth snooping around for. And we're looking for something. 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 Must be the names of people Zed sold cards to. Zoltan ought to have a look at this.
De boa, tô saindo, acabei de matar a gente em casa. Tranquilo.
Zoltan?
Get out.
Novigrad doesn't seem like a safe place anymore. What's keeping you here?
I was keen on starting my own enterprise, but nothing came of it. Nevertheless, I took on some debt. Got to pay it back now. I'd like to blame it on the war or human treachery, but the truth is, I've got my own thick skull to blame. Rather not dwell on it, Geralt, if you don't mind.
What can you tell me about Novigrad's underworld?
Got one concept for you. The Big Four. Siggy Reuven, the King of Beggars, Cleaver, and Whoreson Jr. What do you call a triumvirate, but with 4 individuals?
No idea.
Well, there are 4, and they've carved the city into spheres of influence. Nothing happens without them knowing about it and approving it. Rumour is Whoreson recently quarrelled with the others, but I know nothing more.
You've been in town a while? Maybe you can tell me. Radovid and Emir. Why hasn't either taken the city?
Excellent question. I believe I can clear the mystery up for you. War requires resources wherewithal. Novigrad's a large port with a powerful fleet and a treasury overflowing with gold. All that makes it a tasty morsel. Tempting for both Redania and Nilfgaard.
I understand the city's walls are high. Its arsenals are full of weapons.
Then you don't understand much. True, a siege be a long and grueling affair, but more importantly, everything that's valuable in Novigrad could disappear faster than a mayfly's dream. The Big Four's made it known that should things come to a head, the fleet's flammable, and any assault on the city's sure to touch off riots, during which the church's coffers could very well be looted bare. So, anyone wanting Novigrad's wealth, its ships, has no choice but to deal with its criminal underworld.
About those cards.
You got them?
Got the Isengrim card.
Show it here. They say elves are beautiful. Zed give you much trouble?
Zed's dead. I ran into his murderers.
Won't cry over spilt Zed. What about the other cards?
Zoltan, sure this business isn't getting a little too dangerous? I mean, men are dying over these cards.
Just Zed. And believe you me, he wasn't an innocent bystander. Besides, I'm certain you snuffed his killers out on the spot, so why worry? Tell me about the other cards instead.
Didn't find the other cards.
Fuck! Bugger must have sold them.
Listen, got Zed's ledger.
Show me. Entries show him selling the cards to Caesar Bilson in Ravi. Could have been worse. We need to pay him a visit.
Who's Caesar Bilson?
Cleaver's clerk. A decent fellow once, but so high and mighty now you can't drink with him, let alone go fishing.
Fishing?
We met at the Anglers Club, the pride of the Pontar. But Caesar don't show around there no more. So caught up in his new role, he almost never leaves his house.
At least we won't have to run around town looking for him. Ravi, who's he?
A common card sharp and a swindler. Boggles my mind where he got the coin for the Natalis card. Ever since I gave him a smacking, things between us have been frosty. So you'll have to see him alone.
Zoltan, seems awful important to you. I'll try to get you those cards.
Thanks, Geralt. We can see Caesar together. Meet me outside his townhouse. Gaudiest eyesore on Hierarch Square. He had the facade painted gold. And if you want to see Ravi first, I'd look for him at the Golden Sturgeon if I were you.
All right. See you later.
And no need to pussyfoot around with Ravi. Beat him about the ears a bit. He'll cave. Well, good luck to you, Geralt.
Vou aproveitar para salvar aqui.
Next, get out, pal.
Era isso,
get out, pal.
Bosta.
Oh!
Tinha opção pra jogar 20 com o jogo também. Não sei se eu volto. Acho que eu vou voltar, peraí.
But finding me proved
Voltar
no
aqui,
simple
tentar jogar
task.
com os outros.
For having fallen afoul of Novigrad's underworld bosses, I'd disappeared. Yet Geralt soon discovered my whereabouts, a cell in the dungeon of the Temple Guard. With the help of our friends, Geralt managed to free me. Good thing, too, for indeed I knew what had happened to Ciri. Sadly, she was no longer in Novigrad. Pursued by bandits, then cornered by the Temple Guard, she had disappeared in a flash of light and a gust of heat. Where to? This I did not know.
Pronto.
Fall upon your knees before the eternal fire!
Zoltan?
I'd like rather not.
Já li isso aqui.
What? Good. What do you call a?
No idea.
Well, there are. Rumor is.
You.
Excellent.
And
then you don't. The big four. So.
Nice talking to you.
É nessa parte que eu salvo o jogo.
Zoltan.
Get out.
Round of Gwent.
I never refuse.
Let's play.
Deixa eu ver o que eu consigo aqui. Eu não sei que tipo de carta ele usa, então lascou. Vamos ver se a gente consegue. Caralho, tá boa. A mão tá boa, velho. Tá boa, tanto é que eu não vou nem mexer nisso aqui. Vamos ver. Ele já passou. Que peninha. Significa que eu posso dar carta pra ele. Pego carta pra mim. Eu posso... Deixa eu ver... Ele tá com uma carta 5. Tem 13. Só preciso jogar 2 cartas e uma tempo. Só pra me perder espião. Tá jogando com vontade. Ele tem a carta trouxe. Duas cartas lá. Parece que ele vai ganhar essa. brother. Ótima jogada mesmo. Posso perder essa aqui de boas. Bem de boas. Tem 3 cartas ainda. E aí, Squirtle, cara? Seja bem-vindo à live. Mão da porra. Não, cara, o Fon tá por aí.
Seems I won.
A right fucking shock, given your frankly amateur deck. Here, take this card. You need it. You do well to fix your collection. It's downright porous. Don't need you bringing me shame. I got dandelion for that. You might skim something off your mate, Roach. He's said to have good cards, that one.
O que eu ganhei dele aqui? Mente velhos amigos. Aham, legal. Ganhei uma carta única de Venom Roach. Vou pra lá, só ver o que é. Onde é que tá essa? Ué, cadê? Tá a principal, será? Não. Cadê? Tá aqui. Cara, também tem que zerar esses aí, bicho. Eu tô nessa mesma vibe. Eu comecei o primeiro The Witch tem uns 2 meses, aí eu passei pro 2. Aí acho que com 2 semanas eu consegui zerar o 2, né? E eu tô no 3 agora, mas eu acho que eu não vou conseguir terminar ele até o fim do ano. Eu não consigo jogar todo dia. Tem alguma diferença? Tipo assim, monstruosa. Diabo. Bem pesado. Ups. Foi mal pro velho, tinha uma criança passando.
Interesting.
Tem o Tale of Borderlands, né? Chega a ser. Não, dá até o Tale, né? Então é nem aqueles jogos do Walking Dead. Que curiosidade, velho.
Black ones, Redanians. Don't hit.
Não é aqui não?
Looking for something unusual. Hey, handsome. What grace, what style.
Tomorrow I intend to close my account at Vivaldi's bank. Wise that usurer pays lower.
Ué, não é aqui não que ele tá? Ele tá indo no lado de cima.
Radovid's not so good. Inflation is mighty worse.
You'd have done better to
Black
keep
ones,
away
Redanians. Long as they pay. You agree? Black ones, Redanians. Long as they pay and don't hit.
Pois é, eu não vi muita diferença mesmo. Eu joguei o Batman, eu tenho o Batman, né? Eu não senti muita diferença mesmo, não. Pronto, como é que eu vou chegar na parte de cima aqui? Já tem mais em cima? Ops. Deve ser desse lado aqui. Não, dá um saquinho. Vai chegar lá. Eu ainda vou jogar ainda esse o primeiro. Olha, viado, onde é que tá? No mapa tá dizendo que ele tá em cima. Mas eu não tô dando um jeito de chegar mais em cima.
I shall pretend I did not hear that, indeed. They do honest labour, not wiggle their asses in others' faces.
She wiggles anymore, her tits will pop out of her.
Reuben takes a cut, Cleaver takes a cut. How's a man to turn a...
Trás. Será que o mapa tá certo?
Black ones, Verdanians. As long as they pay, they don't hit.
Se bem que parece que tem mais coisa lá pra cima mesmo, né?
I shall pretend I did not hear that.
Greetings to the honourable gentleman. Welcome. Make yourself at home. What have you come for? We're prepared to fulfill your every whim.
Vamos conversar, Viola.
The Passiflora certainly deserves its reputation.
We do all to please our patrons and make sure to turn the rabble away.
Nice meeting you.
Deixa eu ver. Então, peraí. Devagarzinho, vai. Tinha uma escada aqui. Engraçado. Ah, velho. Peraí, ó. Tá mostrando que é pra cá, ó. Vem pra cá. Aí daqui vem pra cá.
Already dependent on the black ones. Economic.
Aí daqui tem essa parada aqui.
Geralt, greetings. Come now, darling. Don't be shy.
Yeah, sorry, but I'm here to...
Speak softly. I know very well why you're here. There, wait. This way, please. This way.
Olha aí, ó. Olha só, tá aí onde você tem uma carta aí pra vender e tal. Tem não. Tá aqui, velho. Me achar muito também.
Which you told us, not milk, but blood, from a sorcerer's skull, and it's a sorcerer's blood, of course.
Who knows?
Geralt, you're here. Good.
Might have chosen a more secluded spot to plot an assassination.
It's on everyone's mind. Many would like to do it, so there's nothing to fear. Besides, this venue's got a tradition in this domain. Might even consider it fabled. Folker planned a revolt here. By extension, King Vrydank's murder too.
Comparing yourself to Folka? Far as I can recall, no one in Redania's annals has a bloodier reputation.
Her rebellion changed the course of history. That's what we have in common. In terms of blood, we aim only to shed Radovids.
Tá perfeito.
I'm pleased you're willing to play a part. Must admit, I wasn't certain you'd show.
Tá muito bem, responde muito bem, na verdade.
Got your invitation. Decided to come. That's simple. Let's get down to business.
I believe you know my associate.
Ao contrário do que dava uma supervisão doideira.
Retired intelligence operatives. We have a club.
Defended a king once. Ready to assassinate another now.
Not proud of it, yet. I considered all the options and found none better. Radovid's proven many times he only ever forwards his own interests. When Kedwin asked for help, he invaded. When I begged him to support Vizima's defense, he showed me the door. The war nears its end. We've come to a decisive phase. We must act quickly. I've no illusions. Only a dead Radovid means a free Temeria.
How's that work? Seems to me Radovid is Temeria's ally.
Only as long as my guerrillas do what pleases him. Support his troops. Once he wins the war, he won't acknowledge the previous borders, nor wish to restore them. He dreams of a northern empire. As long as he lives, Temeria will never be free.
But we didn't bring you here to bore you with politics. Radovid's a threat to Triss and Yennefer. Remember that. That ought to interest you most.
Sempre que eu vou tentar ler o texto aqui, aparece um comercial chato do caralho.
All right. What do you want from me?
One of our co-conspirators ventured out to meet an informer. He's not returned, yet the plan's success hinges on what he's learned. We've got to find him. And you're the best tracker around.
Não, eu precisei sair.
Really? Anything else you can tell me? Where this associate was last seen, for
instance? Bem na hora do RPG.
He's traveling as a journeyman, itinerant cobbler, that's his cover. He was first to venture across the Pontar. Most probably did so via the Redanian checkpoint. With a man there who should know more, calls himself Gregor.
Let a Redanian soldier in on your plan to murder Redania's king?
You see, there are even some Redanians who cannot abide Radovid's policies. And when simple soldiers notice something's not quite right, well, then it's time to act.
Fine. I'll talk to Gregor.
Thank you. And try not to draw too much attention, if you can. Remember, the future hinges on the success of this mission. The future of Temeria. The future of the North.
I know. I'll try not to fuck it up. See ya.
We're counting on you, Geralt.
Eu vim aqui só pra jogar.
No one apart from Madame Serenity and your lackey.
Off the street, I mean.
No. Nerves getting the better of you.
I'm not nervous, just cautious. A trait you ought to nurture as well.
I know, and I am. Run about the streets for a time to lose any tails.
Salvar aqui.
I've worked in intelligence as long as you have. Thank you for agreeing to do this, Geralt. The sooner you finish, the better. Thank you for agreeing to do this, Geralt. The sooner...
Não posso salvar, não posso fazer a missão do Wendy porque...
The better.
Tá com a porra da missão do dígito.
No, White Wolf.
Tá com a missão do dígito ativa.
Thank you for agreeing to do this, Geralt. The sooner you finish, the better.
Not White Wolf.
Bosta. Bom, já que não dá pra fazer a missão dele, vou procurar outra.
pretend I mean. The more I drink, the clearer I think.
O Colossus, o Woody... Tá falando de quê?
Are in silk. I highly
O Colossus, uma hora dessa, deve estar jogando WoW. Ele joga WoW. Deve estar jogando WoW. E deve aparecer por aí, cara. É ruim de dormir cedo. É porque foi eu que comecei muito tarde. Se eu tivesse começado mais cedo, de repente eu tava por aí. Mas como hoje eu vim começar mais tarde... Na verdade, eu nem sabia se eu ia fazer live. Eu tinha saído aí... Voltei, acho que foi bem na hora que o Hiruma tava acabando o RPG. Aí como eu preciso terminar esse jogo antes do fim do ano... Comecei aqui. Ué, cadê o mapa? Ainda está perto.
Zoltan.
Geralt.
Ele joga, ué.
About those cards.
You got
the
short
Z
one.
Zolt.
Just say.
Didn't find the... Listen.
Show me.
Ravi.
A common.
Undertale.
Who's Cleaver?
Fish.
We met it.
Sabe o que é o Undertale? Eu acho que não.
Zoltan.
Thanks.
All right.
I know.
Não tô sabendo
Next time
qual
I
é esse
mention card
Undertale.
trading, be sure and bought me a
This life. Sometimes
Eu também tenho memória de peixe. Bullet Hell. Cara, acho que não, hein? É uma boa. Deixa eu fazer uma lista aí de jogos pra jogar depois. Caralho, Zoltan, chegou primeiro que eu, pô.
Ah, you're here. How'd you make out with Ravi?
Haven't been to the Sturgeon yet.
Fine, fine. Ravi's not going anywhere. Let's clean out Caesar Bilzen first. We'll do this. I'll chat him up while you sneak upstairs and search his cabinet of curiosities. Certainly keeps the card there.
Can't we just buy the card off him? Doesn't that sound simpler?
If I had a coin to spare, I'd sod off to Povis. Besides, Caesar'd never sell Fringilla.
São 3 finais,
But
caralho.
don't you worry. He won't lose out on the deal. Got a bottle of Mahakaman spirit for him. A taste of the motherland's finest is worth more to an expatriate than some silly card.
Thought you said Caesar
Com
doesn't drink.
certeza, né?
I said it's hard to have a
Com
drink with him on
certeza.
account of his already leaving home. Also why he's like to get pished as a priestess real quick. 3 rounds and you could walk out with everything in that cabinet while singing the 3 maids of Vicovaro at the top of your lungs.
So what's in this cabinet?
Ah, no man knows. You'll be the first to see it.
Vou fazer o seguinte.
I suspect it's either to do with buggery or metallurgy. But you can tell me once we're done.
Tá.
Let's go.
Quando for jogar, você me dá umas dicas aí pra gente fazer esses 3 finais.
Shivi! Caesar Bilzen!
Coxinha, né?
Remember our quarrel about who's king of the Ponta?
The Pike's king of the Ponta.
Well, you see, I've come to convince you it's the catfish. And I do not come empty-handed.
Who's he?
Well, him! Oh, that's Geralt!
Does Geralt
Ah, beleza,
fish?
então. Combinado.
Yeah. Cast an earthworm the other day. Caught this huge perch.
In the Ponta?
You betcha!
Can't listen to this hogwash sober. Come in!
Ele gosta de beber, né?
So what, Fitzhanders or eager biters, if they taste like shite and soapy water?
That's 'cause you're about as good a cook as a goat's arse is a clarinet. Just recently, I took some fresh thyme.
And it tasted like thyme-flavoured shite.
Shut it. So, recently, I took this thyme.
Geralt, care to chime in? How's Xander taste to you?
Recently isn't a word.
Who'd you bring along, Chiefy? Some blowing grammar purist?
Wilson, did you hear Vibo Batilda last cast a pea and caught a young pike?
Ah, cocksuckers lying like always. Ponter Pike aren't so dim-witted to go after his rotten peas. You need life bait. Or night crawlers, though the pike aren't as eager. There's no way. Once dug up a crawly so fat and lovely I started
você mesmo desinstalando
would have eaten it
o jogo, fica uma
myself.
pasta lá.
I'm not so sure. Geralt, what do you and your pals use up at Kaer Morhen?
Live bait.
You see, Chiefy, you'll make a good angler yet. In some 50, 60 years.
We'll wait and see. Geralt, go fetch us another bottle.
Right. Can see the bottom of this one.
So, when are we gonna go noodling for catfish?
I'm done fishing with you. Forget what happened last time.
What about last time? Shouldn't have yanked so hard, you wouldn't have fallen in.
Witch hunters everywhere. Everywhere.
Caralho.
Knife looks like it's attached to the tabletop. Drawer's open. Triangular hole in the wall. Interesting. Fits perfectly. Secret door behind a bookcase. Classic. Statuette of a man. Wasn't carved, but produced using magic. Shame I can't ask Triss about it. Dining set from which Emperor Mir ate during his coronation ceremony. Rope with which Stefan Skellen was hanged. Vatier de Rideau's dagger. A set of Varanahid's necklace. Wonder if it's the real thing. Joachim de Ved's skull. Pretty grim curiosity. Full armor of the 7th Dareland Brigade. Excellent condition.
Caralho. Por que teoria foi tem algum envolvimento com a história do jogo, é?
Here's Fringilla.
Everywhere.
Zoltan, time we were on our way.
I suppose so. It's grown late.
Wait now. Leaving already? Where's that bottle you went to fetch?
Greetings, Belzen. With a message for you from the boss.
Message? What kind of message?
Mr. Cleaver's very unhappy.
Now, just a minute. If any discrepancies have cropped up in the books, I can explain everything.
Too late. Grab him! And you two, get lost.
Leave him alone.
Cleaver will pay extra for killing the Witcher.
Well, up to it, lads. Haven't you got all day?
Any last words?
Seems to me I've heard it before. Thanks. Oh, how will I ever explain this to Cleaver?
I'd recommend a letter.
Right. Got a pack.
Good luck then. Farewell.
You've a soft heart after all, Geralt. Oh, by the by, splendid job with that last one. Blood splatter nearly hit the ceiling.
Looked through Caesar's cabinet upstairs.
And?
No wonder he wasn't eager to show it off. Nilfgaardian armor, a portrait of Emir, Joachim de Ved's skull, Vatier de Rideau's dagger, the rope they hanged Skellen with.
Oh, shite. Disgusting fellow. To think I shook hands with him. But did you happen to take the rope? I know a few would pay a tidy sum for it. Some go in for that sort of thing.
No.
If you say so.
Also found a figurine. Nilfgaardian soldier. Magic spell on it of some sort, but I can't tell what kind.
Triss ought to know.
Good idea. Take it by her house when I get a chance. Natalis card. Only one missing now. High time we saw Ravi.
Go. I should contact the buyer. Agree on a place to make the transaction. See you, Geralt.
Looking to enlist the
Cara, tem umas lutas assim que você pensa que vai ser uma puta lutona, né? Tipo, caralho, vai ser foda lutar com fulano. Aí chega lá, dá duas pancadinhas e o cara morre. Tem um negócio aqui fora, peraí.
Any man will tell you that. See? That's the notice. Just my
Black
kind of man
ones,
brain.
Pedanians.
You, go
As
back
they
to your
pay
rocking chair.
and don't hit.
A Witcher? Oh, hear about the notice by chance?
Not quite, but what's it about? I hear right, you're going on some voyage, need a companion.
Not just some voyage. Cross the sea. Mark this. When I got pressed into the infantry in 1242, I promised my beloved Letta I'd return alive, whole, and with a pearl from Skellige. Not just any pearl either. A black one. The rarest and most precious.
Well, ambitious.
Perhaps. But they were empty words. I came from the war, that one and the next, but I never fulfilled my promise. High time to change that. Or if not now, then when? Thing is, I've grown old in the meantime, as you see. Can't manage it alone, need a strong shoulder to lean on. Witcher shoulders as strong as they come. So, what do you say?
Aí você recebe uma mensagem no Gmail, aí dá pra saber.
Plan's crazier than it is sane, but there's an irresistible charm to it. Offer me some pay and I'll help you out.
Don't you fret about coin. I brought home a good deal of it from various fronts. Say we meet in Skellige, by the collapsed bridge near Arenbjorn. It's but a hop away from the bed where black pearls are born. Will that work for you?
Sounds fine. See you there.
You look familiar.
Missão tras missão.
What'll it be?
What are you serving?
Carta.
Farewell.
Só salvar aqui e jogar.
What'll it be?
Jogar Gwent.
Not hungry,
Só pra ver se
not
tem alguma
thirsty,
carta interessante.
but I sure wouldn't mind a round of Gwent.
Eu acho que eu joguei com ele.
The more I drink, the clearer I think.
Ah, eu devo ter ganhado carta escolhatel. Já me joga um espião? Que viado. Eu nem posso pegar porque é espião herói. Que bosta. Lance logo com a Cirila, vai que ganhar. Boa jogada, brother. Eu ganhei Geralt de companhia, sei nem que porra é essa. Tem 12 cartas, velho. Ele tem 12 cartas pra fazer o destroço. Ele aumentou. Ele também tem escorno do Dandelion. Que viado. Eu tenho 5 cartas e eu tenho 3. Que viado, velho. Eu perdi essa. Eu fiz isso. Que safado, velho. Não dá nada não. Boa. Vai chamando essas tuas cartas tudo aí, safado. Não tem problema nenhum. Caralho, tem muita dessas cartas de recuperação, mano. Ainda tô ganhando. £25 passou. Certo. ver se consigo mais agora, né? Altamente calculado.
Mind the guards.
Ah, ganhei pegar, a gente tinha ganhado esse cara já.
That's a rat for sure. How about that? It's the flea-ridden mutant. Join us, please. Ravi loves company. Look how happy he is to see us. You happy, Ravi?
Sure, he'd be happier if you stopped digging the point of that dagger in his back.
Oh, you're just saying that because you don't know the situation. Our mutual friend Ravi was just about to play for his life and...
Oh, you got the card! What else do you want?
If you'd just given it up, instead of trying to cheat us, we'd be out of your hair already. As it is, that's all your fingers broken. So, it seems the Witcher will have to pay for you. Sound good? See? Ravi's on board. What do you say we add some spice to the game? Raise the stakes. Ravi's life and the Natali's card. Fancy that?
Bora.
Agreed.
And here I thought you'd be no fun at all. Let's play, let's play!
Eu não sei o que ele usa, velho. Então vai ficar do jeito que tá. Ele só tem 20 cartas, eu tenho 30. De certo modo eu tô ganhando, né? A mão tá boa. Vamos então brincar. Cinco. 4. Jogar um 6. Outra 4. Jogar outra 6. Outra 4. Não tem problema. Eu até prefiro assim, que aí... não dá. Eu tô ganhando ainda, né? Posso fazer 5 cartas, ele tem 4, as minhas cartas são 6. Passar, porque de 33 é só jogando essas cartas abaixo. Eu acho que ele não me alcança, não. Vou fazer ele gastar as cartas dele, que é o que ele tá fazendo. Ele ainda não me ganha. Tempo claro. Ah, garoto, isso foi bom agora, hein? Mas ainda não me alcançou. Se fudeu, perdeu as cartas todas. Posso chamar mais uma, que vai ser mais. Eu já ganhei, né? Não posso precisar jogar nada.
Yes!
Curb your enthusiasm, mate, and sit still or you'll hurt yourself.
But he won!
So, now we'll play something else. I'll rip your mug off, mutant!
Thanks. Don't know how I'll repay you.
Natalis card will do just fine.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you prefer some other? Got a whole array you might like.
I'm in a hurry.
The Natalis card, of course. Here.
Ele queria me enrolar, velho.
Stop staring, you'll jinx our work.
Whoa, 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 stop
tá bom.
Help some fellas out, Master. We're a bit of coin short another round.
Because we're comrades, see? Butcher, ain't you? We're butchers. You slaughter, we slaughter.
Except witches earn more. Old villagers pitch in. Lords out with their purses. Ladies do like with their legs.
Guess I've been to the wrong villages. Dealt with the wrong lords and ladies.
Come, don't make us beg. What's the witcher for anyway?
Desse jeito que eu tô me sentindo
To help
aqui.
men in need.
Já tem uma semana e meia que eu tô tentando sair dessa Novigrad.
You boys look tired. Probably ought to go home now.
Well, how long we been drinking now?
2 days. Well said, Master. Home we will go.
Falou. Cara, assim, acho que na linha de RPGs, cara, eu tô achando, eu poderia chamar o The Witcher 3 como uma masterpiece, né? Uma obra-prima, porque caramba, tá muito bem, ó. A história de cada missãozinha, cada pequena missão que você vai fazendo é muito bem elaborada. Faz sentido você se envolve com os personagens.
Decomposing flesh. Human flesh.
Fora que batalha, cenário, é tudo muito bem feito, cara.
Got the card, Zoltan.
Ha! Seems we'll make it before the king of beggars buggers can get me. Come on. I arranged to meet the buyer at an old brewery. He'll be delighted to see we've got all the cards. The exchange. We should do it right quick.
Afraid your client might change his mind?
Oh, I'm more likely to. Had so many buyers for these cards, I felt like the belle of the ball.
So the buyer, who is he?
A friend of a friend. Don't know much about him, but he's of Duke Silk, no doubt about that.
Eu joguei só pouco
You know me,
do
Geralt.
Skyrim, não cheguei a
I'm
zerar.
not prejudiced against anyone, as long as they pay.
Cleanse them all.
Oh, I can't wait to get the king of beggars out of my beard.
Mas assim, já no começo eu imaginei que eu fiz alguma merda porque
Oh, fuck.
assim como eu tô fazendo aqui, eu carrego muita coisa. Eu pego muita porcaria. O meu peso ali já tá 586. Aí tu imagina no Skyrim que na época que eu joguei não tinha Era no
at
PS3 não
last.
tinha como,
I fear the body's gone cold.
como colocar código pra prison.
Your would-be buyer handed us his coin and departed, more or less in that order. Now, the cards, please. I trust obtaining them wasn't too troublesome?
Try it and find out.
You wish me to try? I'm not as foolish as Earl. You ought to know that by now. Get to work, boys. The dwarf I wish to have alive. I must have a chat with him.
Doing it. Geralt, bastards getting away with my coin. Damn it, with our coin. Chase the horse, son. I'll tend to the others.
Rumble time! Can't kill him!
Ah, vamos. Voltando pro cuida do.
Something like that there. Awful knocking those out.
What? Can't understand a word.
Can't get away, Duke. Might as well stop.
Cara, é rápido. Eu só vê as portas fechando. O cara é muito rápido, velho. O cara tá embaixo, tá em cima. O cara tá embaixo, pô. Como é que ele desceu? Ah, tem uma escadinha aqui, ó. O cara é bom. Diz que tá no mesmo nível. Tá ali correndo. Trancou o safado. Duke.
Leave me, swiving drowners.
You could use a witcher.
Ha ha, highly amusing. If I give you the coin, will you leave me be?
Foi uma das coisas que eu não curti muito do... tipo assim, é real, tá? Mas pra um RPG que você sabe que é um jogo, devia nivelar, né?
Yeah, you can go, if you're able.
Ha! What are my chances with these wounds?
Not high. So long.
So, you get him? You get the coin?
Yes.
And what about Duke? Finish him off?
No, I let him go.
Oh, I knew I should have gone with you. You know he has it in for me. You'll be doubly determined now.
Doubt it. Think he's likely to quit the business, if he gets out of there alive.
Well, Geralt,
What's your preference? Coin or cards? I'd never managed without you, so you choose. If you want gold, it's not a problem. I'll find another buyer for these cards in a flash.
Kinda curious how the cards might serve me.
Excellent! I'll take the coin to the King of Beggars right away. Surprise the prick.
Good luck, Zoltan.
Eu lembro de uma vez que eu tava andando de cavalo, de repente parecia um dragão. Eu fiquei muito tempo tentando matar esse dragão, cara. Muito tempo mesmo.
Not cause any trouble being vile times when beggars.
Tem alguma coisa morta aqui, que é?
Hope we'll pull back out. So, how do you go with this healer?
Dá pra ser. Algumas coisas o Geralt deixa passar. Tem algumas coisas que o Geralt ele fica bonzinho e tal, ele deixa passar. Mas tem outras que você pode sair matando geral.
Don't touch me.
Don't know who you're looking for. You won't find it.
Ah, so good to see you.
You and Dudu know each other well?
Yes, though he's never told me much about himself. He was a merchant once?
Dudu always had a penchant for enterprise. Probably too honest to succeed in Novigrad, though.
Precisely. I've told him countless times that no matter how many times he changes his appearance, the good in him will always emerge. Bloodthirsty tyrants and vicious assassins. He played them so poorly.
Já passei por e falou assim, don't touch my butt.
Whereas he always made for an excellent trusted servant or ghost of the old king.
Got a request. Need to borrow one of your props. One of the swords you use for stage battles.
My, whatever do you need that for?
I don't know, but Dandelion claims it's essential.
Oh, yes. I suspected Master Dandelion might have a hand in this. I certainly hope you don't aim to compete with me. Well.
Thanks. I'll try not to damage it. So long.
Who's everywhere.
You that madman wanted to sail to Skellige? La 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 la.
Finally made it. Listen, here's the plan. Sophronia loves adventure-filled romance novels. I can be a hero in her eyes if I can just save her from a bandit. I'll have her eating out of my hand, and there's no way she'll begrudge me that loan.
Want me to be the bandit?
Knew you'd see the sense in it right away.
Are you serious? That's your brilliant plan?
I never called it brilliant, but any kind of plan is better than none.
Cara, Dandelion é muito...
Written your lines already.
You've written what?
So you know what to say during the performance. Here, Andromask, put it on. Sophronia can't recognize you.
But...
No time. Sophronia's coming. Stick to the plan. We'll meet at the Rosemary in the morning.
Caralho, velho.
Stop right there.
What is this? Help! Save me!
Tremble, flaxen-haired wench. Bow before the Prince of Thieves.
Not so fast. Drop your sword, scoundrel. This is your first and last warning.
Dandelion!
'Tis I, though the scum of the city call me the Crimson Avenger.
More like the Crimson Asshole.
Silence, vermin! You shall regret the day you were born.
Cara, tá me dando uma raiva de Dandelion, velho.
Mistake.
I've been hit! Ow!
To the house, quickly! He shan't get us there! Eternal fire, what do you want from us? Leave us be!
This rogue will soon run off. I'm sure of it. He wouldn't chance getting caught by the guards. Would he?
Dá vontade de dar uma porrada no Dandelion mesmo. Essa é uma daquelas missões que dá vontade de falhar, velho. O Dandelion é muito cuzão. E o Geralt é amigo dele, velho. Como é que pode?
No loitering round here.
What's the hurry, my prince? He never given me nothing but floppy, did he? Don't know how to give.
Scram before I lose it.
Saying I'm no good at giving?
To give, you've
Deixa
got
eu
to tell him
vou
and
dar uma
carry.
meditada aqui.
Snake. Got a snake.
Minha senhora, eu vou
Black
meditar
ones,
aqui bem
Danians.
de frente.
As long as they pay and don't hit.
Bem de frente. Mas não é nada assim, tipo, a gente vai fazer não, tá?
There's been a misunderstanding. You're here too early.
We agreed to meet today, so we've come today. Supplies are all hauled in and the crew's raring to work. We'll start just as soon as our lovely directress gets round to deciding on the decoration.
But Dandelion doesn't even have the coin to pay you.
Turns out he does now, or soon will. At any rate, he's working on it.
See, it's all peachy. So will you finally decide what style you want for this interior?
What are our choices?
Master Dandelion said he was torn between boudoir style and theatre decor. Promised to let us know his choice soon as we arrived. Now we're here, but no decision's been made. And the lady's horribly surprised she's to choose. Though apparently this whole renovation's for her sake.
For me?
Well, it's not for me. Now, would you please decide where I bust a vessel?
I've no idea what Dandelion would like. Get on. You've known him long. Say something.
Cara, não aconteceu ainda de nenhum personagem de história principal, mas tem alguns eventos que eu acho que, por exemplo, da Vess, se não tivesse salvo a Vess, é possível que ela tenha ficado morta pra sempre. Mas a gente não atinge personagem aliado, então eu não sei.
Sure, I've known him longer, but he's never so much as changed his socks for me. Never mind commissioning a full-blown renovation. He's doing this for you, clearly. You should decide.
I associate boudoirs with a feminine elegance that also has an edge. Claws, you might say. That fits a cabaret perfectly.
A wonderful choice it is.
At last.
Gentlemen, you're done lollygagging. Get to work.
Entendi. Massa.
Well. Guess this cabaret's the real thing.
Ever since Dandelion inherited this place, he's talked about it constantly. I just never expected him to take action. And so quickly.
Who knows? Might even settle down now. He'll have to keep an eye on the business. Who would have known?
Despite what people say about him, Dandelion approaches life very rationally.
We talking about the same Dandelion? Man who loses a fortune worth half of Novigrad in one night?
Dandelion can also be responsible. He always pays anyone who works for him on time, and he's never missed a performance.
Sure hope your opening won't be the first. He's still not here.
Well, he said as soon as he got the coin, he'd go see Polly, our choreographer. She's missed the last few rehearsals. I certainly hope he's not gotten into trouble.
Anything's possible with Dandelion. Let me see if I can't find him.
Velho, de novo Dandelion. Filho da... Mas peraí, eu lembro que uma vez eu tava jogando Skyrim, eu tinha um companheiro de missão. Não era uma companheira de missão. Enfim, sei que em um determinado momento ele morreu durante a missão.
What's the ruckus about?
Polly and her half-brained fiancé. They're fighting. She's the only one in this town who knows anything about choreography, and that lummox won't let her work for me. Hold on. What are you doing here? We were gonna meet at the Rosemary.
We were, but you didn't show. Priscilla started to worry, so I came to see how you were doing.
Priscilla started worrying about me? That's so nice!
Less for her than for you, I'm sure. So let's get back.
Did you not hear what's going on in there? We've gotta help Polly. Why do beautiful women always end up with such dicks?
Então, né?
No idea. Stand back. I'll break the door down.
Wait! Do we have to destroy her house? She keeps a spare key around here somewhere.
Eu era bem aleatório na época.
How would you know she keeps a spare key around here?
It's not as if we started working together yesterday. Before Polly joined forces with Hubio,
you'd visit her? Often?
I'd hide out here while Priscilla and Polly rehearsed at the Rosemary and Thyme. They worked on the dance numbers I composed.
So, Polly's not one of your...
I never mix business and pleasure.
The one exception being Priscilla.
Who you were just saying is worried about us. So enough of the chatter, and start looking.
Fine. Let's find the key.
Damn it. Now where would she leave?
Not here. Not here. The key.
Find anything? Damn it. Now where would she leave?
Whoa! What the devil's this? Get out of my house!
Watch it, and leave the woman alone.
What the... She's my betrothed!
But I'm not your property.
I love her. I'll not let her sway her ass in his brothel.
Whoa, slow down there a minute. This is clearly one gigantic misunderstanding. One I can clear up in the blink of an eye.
Shove your excuses up your ass. Sod off, or I'll split your skull.
My friend asked you nicely, so please be courteous in return and hear him out, or we'll settle this another way.
All right, talk.
Hubio, right? Polly's told me so much about you. She said you're erudite and have an open mind.
You said that? Well, there's a truth to it. My mind's the open salt, but its open saltedness ends when my betrothed starts wagging her ass around brothels. Get out of here, both of yous. Polly's not going anywhere.
Let him finish. There's no brothel involved.
You see, friend, Geralt just hit the nail on the head. For what you have there is the old publicity placard.
Old?
Very. From a time when my establishment was under different management. I, however, would never let any indecency take place in my cabaret. My very reputation precludes it.
So, what's all this about?
Your betrothed is a first-class artiste, and I want to offer her a position worthy of her talents. She's to be my choreographer, and that in turn means she'll receive a share of the proceeds from every performance she choreographs.
You mean to say coin?
And fame. No flirting required. You have my word.
Suppose, in that case...
I knew you'd agree.
It's settled then. See you at the Rosemary, Polly.
Well, I'm off.
I'll catch up to you.
Beleza, tranquilo.
Whew. Never expected that to go so well.
You handled it well, Dandelion. Man was body in your hands once you called him erudite.
In negotiation, as in combat, the key is to find your opponent's weak spot and exploit it to the hilt.
So, time to head back?
I've still got to stop by Rotlick's. Commissioned some new placards from him a while ago, but Hubio came across the old version. Plowing artists got some serious explaining to do.
Who's Rotlick?
Never heard of him? Hank Rotlick, famous portrait artist?
Commissioned a portrait artist to paint your placards?
Henry's an old friend, needed the coin. And I decided we needed new placards to promote the opening performance. Seats won't fill themselves, you know.
I'll go see Rotlick. You head back to the Rosemary, or Priscilla will have my head.
Really? You'd go?
No, said that for the hell of it. Tell me where he lives.
Portside.
See you soon.
Meio longinho, mas vamos lá.
Cost you double in bread.
Really using this. I'm about to get my arse.
Looking for Rotlick.
You ain't alone. Damn halfling's in debt to half the city, but I'm here to scrape mine before the carcass is picked clean.
There's not enough for everyone, so bugger off. Feeding time's first come, first served.
Take what you want. I'm just here for some placards.
You deaf?
Didn't you hear me? This is all mine now. Fuck off, freak.
And here I thought we'd resolve this peacefully.
You'll regret this, mutant.
Derrubei o outro sem nem sair do alvo.
Tell me what you want, damn it!
Placards.
There ain't no ploughing placards here.
And Rotlick, where's he?
Same place as always. Vehicle bud estate. Losing his last crowns at the races.
See? Wasn't that easy? Could have said so right away.
Realmente. Até ver se tem um lá em cima. Só pra valer a pena ter vindo aqui. Longe pra cacete.
Snails come out after the rain. We'll catch them. Have a look.
Think I'd miss my trousers.
Ooh.
Well, Rotlick, seems you're a considerable sum in the red, but you shan't back out on it.
You Rotlick?
Henri Rotlick, artist, painter, debtor, and martyr to my art. At your service.
Dandelion sent me.
Oh, yes. Tell him his placards are done and safely hidden away. Yet, alas, I cannot fetch them, as a group of angry creditors has seized my home.
Think I might have run into one of them.
Then you know my predicament. And now Count de Louverton has offered me the chance to win it all back. I'm to wager on a race.
Generous. Not just anybody could afford to do that.
De Louverton is not just anybody. He's Duke Sam's youngest son. Sam of the well-known family of gem dealers. One debt more or less makes little difference to him.
What's there to worry about? This is your chance to settle up, get a clean slate.
We've had a spell of bad luck lately. Should I agree to de Louverton's offer and lose, I shall be in bondage to him for all time.
Let's do this. I'll enter the race. You'll bet on me. win, pay your debts, then give me the placards.
You are that good a rider?
Far from the worst. Go tell the Count you accept his offer.
Right again. Damn mages.
Move it!
Invocado que nunca volta cansando dele não.
Thank you. I never expected this. May I ask to what I owe this generosity?
Let's just say I like to do a good deed from time to time. Can we get those placards now?
I'll bring them to the Rosemary in time, just as soon as I settle my obligations.
Fine. See you there.
Ah!
Stay in the forest.
Grand opening tonight.
We start in G major, and
Greetings!
Take care of yourself, Doo-Doo.
Oh, those...
Well, well. See, the crew's been hard at work. Not bad.
No, not all. But I'd imagine something more, more theatrical.
Don't you like it? But I thought a boudoir would be right in line with your tastes.
Oh, you chose it. Well, I'm not saying it's bad, just different. Not exactly what I'd envisaged. Now that I think about it, you're absolutely right. A boudoir's the perfect setting for a cabaret. What about Rotlick? Did you get the placards?
Rotlick said he'd bring them on his own. Should be here soon.
Great! The best way I can think of to promote the chameleon.
Never mentioned wanting to change the name.
Rosemary in Time wasn't all bad, but it conjured images of Temerian cuisine served by waitresses in peasant garb. Chameleon's a lot better for a cabaret, apart from which it emphasizes that the place has undergone a transformation. Just a better ring to it all round.
What about choreography? Prepared anything special for the opening?
We haven't. But Polly has. She's priceless. Came in and brought the girls in line before I could say knickers. The premiere will have the audience on their feet, on their knees, both at the same time.
Guess everything's ready. So when's the opening?
Soon. We'll start our dress rehearsal in an hour. I just need to nip back home for my dress.
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it.
Seems my cabaret dreams are about to come true. So, around to celebrate? I'm buying.
Tá valendo, né? Com tudo que ela fez.
Why not?
That's my boy. The foreman mentioned he saw you and Priscilla talking.
He's all right.
And she say anything about me?
Não lembro.
Can't say I remember. Why do you ask?
No reason.
Well, well. Never thought I'd live to see the day. Dandelion living in monogamy.
I've always been monogamous. Well, near enough. I just changed muses often.
Priscilla, another one for your collection?
No, she's its crowning glory.
One thing's eating me. How do you manage to get the loan from Sophronia?
Ugh, wasn't easy. She got so excited about our performance, I had to read to her for 4 hours. 4 hours from the Cloak and the Dagger.
You mean you didn't...
Are you crazy? Who do you think I am?
Tá bom.
She's late, of course. She knew how important this night was to me.
Of course she did. Probably just making herself gorgeous. Takes time.
So it's true. A woman's vanity knows no bounds.
Master Dandelion! Priscilla, she's...
What? Speak, man.
She's badly, been attacked. They took her to Vulmerius Hospital.
Attacked? She's hurt? Geralt, come with me, please.
Of course. Let's go.
Gods. Priscilla. Is she gonna live?
I'd say that's certain. Her condition's critical but stable. Beg your pardon, but you are a relative?
Relative? No, a friend. A very close friend.
Dandelion, correct? She uttered the name in her few moments of lucidity. I am Joachim von Gratz, head of surgery. Until recently, a lecturer at Oxenfurt Academy.
Enough of the courtesies. What are her injuries, besides her eye?
A concussion, cranial swelling, incision into her larynx, and scalding inside the throat and esophagus. Clearly someone forced her to imbibe a caustic fluid.
Who could have done this?
That I do not know. I do, however, know she is not the perpetrator's first victim.
How can you know that?
I've seen wounds like this. They're not the kind one would forget, don't you agree? In fact, just this week a corpse turned up in the morgue with similar injuries. And no heart.
No heart? You mean that might have happened to Priscilla? Is someone looking into this?
This is Novigrad. Only the innocent burn here.
Geralt, I know I owe you 100 times over, but I need to ask you another favor. Find the bastard who did this. Find him. And kill him.
Don't need any convincing. Come on, Dandelion. Let's think about what we can do.
I would suggest examining the previous victim's corpse. It has yet to be autopsied. Doing so could very well provide some clues. No need to look astonished, gentlemen. As a surgeon, I know the importance of preventive medicine. Rather than wait for this maniac to strike again, I'd prefer to excise him. Not unlike a tumor.
Great analogy, but this tumor's not gonna sit there, wait to be excised. Appreciate the help, but I doubt you know what you're getting yourself into.
I know perfectly well, and I assure you I can take care of myself.
Easy assurance to make, harder to back up, especially if you've spent your whole life wielding a scalpel, not a sword.
Look at this scar. Don't be shy. Any idea what leaves such a mark?
A flail. Morning Star, maybe.
What do you think? A blow sustained at the operating table? No? Let me repeat. I know what I'm doing, and I wish to help.
Think they'll let me into the morgue?
By the main entrance, certainly not. But you can also get inside through the sewers.
The sewers? Travel them often, Doctor?
As often as required for, the pursuit of preventive medicine.
Alternative treatments. Aggressive ones, I'm guessing. Interesting.
We can discuss this en route. Are you ready?
Vamos.
Ready and intrigued. I'll get whoever did this, Dandelion. Even if it's Hierarch Hemmelfart himself.
Thanks.
You lead.
So, preventive medicine you practice in the sewers. What's that about?
Think. Sewing up drowner victims can grow awfully tedious. Is it not better to nip the problem in the bud? I tried to get the temple guard to enter the sewers, alas, to no avail. So I took matters into my own hands.
At no charge. You damned idealists. Ruining the market for us.
Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
Excellent fool!
Another takes its place.
I know how you feel, believe me. Where to now? Up?
Yes, it's not far now.
Priscilla, how's it look? Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Trobritz. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that. Take the ladder. This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastodi. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
Vou fazer o quê, cara? Dar aquela cagadazinha básica.
But of course. Yes?
Ah, que legal.
Human. Wrong body type. Looks like necrophages got to this one. Let's keep looking.
Não é esse, vamos continuar.
This isn't it. Human. Wrong body type.
Era isso que a gente tava fazendo, né? Qual do underline?
But of course. Yes? What is it?
That's gotta be him.
But this one's a she. Remember, beards are no indicator of gender amongst dwarves.
A dwarf, but the hands. Not a carpenter's. A banker's, more likely. Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood?
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Where?
Feriram a Priscila e a gente tá tentando procurar o... Quem fez
Let's
isso
look at his
pra
head.
matar o cara.
Hair smells like it's burnt. Like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes. And some grey dust. Ash, it seems. Very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
Caralho.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel?
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
Que legal. Muito instrutivo.
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin. An incision. But the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded. Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience?
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him. See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies. We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
Mm-hmm. And a different sense of humor. His genitals, we ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
All right. Think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
Foi assassino de ritual. Será?
It's some kind of sick ritual. You saw it. Burns in the eye sockets, cavity where the heart should be, scalding liquid, all centering on warmth, heat, fire.
A fire eternal.
It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted, drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
You old friends?
Hubert taught me the rudiments of medicine. Long ago.
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles. For example, that a doctor's role is to treat the ill, not save the world.
You've not changed a bit.
A compliment?
No, a statement of fact. 30 years, and you've not changed a bit.
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebirance was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, your reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As your reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Why'd you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you.
Nathaniel. Who is he?
A scoundrel. A rogue. Like every man who wears the robes of the eternal fire.
most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer, delighted especially in torturing women. Later, Hierarch Hemmelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and so forth.
Dream job. Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
Don't aim to press you.
Thank you. I've nothing to hide. It's just an old wound, unhealed as yet. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
Bom, a gente fez aquela missão do Dandelion. Tem outras 1001 missões agora. E eu vou pular ela pra fazer essas missõezinhas aqui. Então assim que eu terminar elas, a gente prossegue. Eu não sabia que essa missão do Dandelion seria tão boa. Bom, eu vou deixar por aqui hoje, vou encerrando aqui. Quem sabe dá certo, amanhã a gente continua. Beleza, valeu aí. Obrigado a todos vocês. Tchau. Falou, Squirtle. Salvar, né?